Hello, welcome to your yoga flow. This is a completely standing yoga class. It's a quick 20 minutes just to get everything moving, a little bit of strengthening, dynamic stretching. Okay, we're going to begin with the feet parallel hip distance. Release the shoulders, belly in, figure eight. Here we go. And so a little rotation with the spine. We're bending the knees, sit that pelvis back and down. Navel in. Beautiful. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lateral flexion. So we reach and release. Other side. And we reach nice and slow. And release. Let's go again. And we reach and release. One more. And we reach and release. Arms up, swing down. Here we go. Swing down and up. Swing down and up. Swing down and up. So we're going to round that spine. Pull the belly in. You have 4 and up. 3 and up. You have 2. One more. Figure 8. Here we go. And 1 and 2. So a little quicker this time round. Now pull the belly in. Beautiful, nice and easy. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lateral flexion. Reach it up, release, up, release, up, release. Give me 4 more. You have 4, release, 3, release, 2, 1 more. We swing it down. Here we go. Let's swing it down and up, down and up, down and up. Please give me 4 more. You have 4 and up, 3 and up, 2, 1 more. Figure 8 from the top. Here we go. And 8. Bend the knee, rotation with the spine. So it's our last round, just to get everything warm. 4 more. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Lateral flexion and reach, release, and reach, release, and reach. Now pull that belly in, ground through the feet. Lengthen that spine. 1 more. Let's swing it down. Here we go. We take it down and up, down and up. Pull that belly in nice and tight. Release to the shoulders. You have 4 more and up, 3 more and up, 2 more and up. Last time. Let's hold it here. Let's bring the arms down and sweep them up. Bring the arms down, sweep them up. 2 more. Arms come down, sweep them up. Arms come down. We hold it here. Quick sun salutation. Extend and forward fold. Right leg steps back and plank position. We dip it down. Push through to your cobra. We hook the toes and downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward or little walks, then the left. We sweep it up, prayer position, release it down. And again, we extend and forward fold. Left leg steps back and plank position. Knees if you need. We dip it down. Push through to your cobra. We hook the toes and downward facing dog. Step that left leg forward or little walks, then the right. We sweep the arms, prayer position, release it down. Again on the right. We extend and forward fold. Right leg steps back and plank position. Knees if you need. We dip it down. Push through to your cobra. We hook the toes and downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward or little walks, and then the left. We sweep it up, prayer position, release it down. One more time. We extend and forward fold. Left leg steps back and plank position. Belly in. We dip it down. Push through to your cobra. We hook the toes and downward facing dog. Step your left leg forward or little walks, then the right. We sweep it up, prayer position, release it down. Okay, sweep the arms and forward fold. Bend the knees, come into your chair. We stand it up, release the arms, sweep the arms and forward fold. Bend your knees, come into your chair. We stand it up, release the arms. We sweep the arms and forward fold. Come into your chair, stand it up, release the arms. We sweep it up and forward fold. Come into your chair, we lunge the right leg back. We bring it in. We stand it up, release the arms. We sweep it up and forward fold. Come into your chair, left leg lunge back. We bring it in. We stand it up, release your arms. We sweep it up and forward fold. Come into your chair. Right leg back, back to your chair. We stand it up, release the arms. One more time, let's sweep it up and forward fold. Come into your chair, left leg lunge back. Come back to your chair, stand it up, release your arms. Come into your chair. Right leg steps back, lift the chest, belly in, drop a little deeper. Turn to your right, got it. So knee in line with middle toe, belly tight, squeeze your glutes. Come back to your lunge and stand it up. Back to your chair. Left leg lunge back, chest lifted, belly in. Release the shoulders. Turn to your left, goddess. Now pull the knees apart, release the shoulders. Back to your lunge. Step it up a little bit quicker. So, chair. Right leg lunge back. Turn to the right, goddess. Back to your lunge. And stand it up. And chair. Left leg lunge back. Turn to the left, goddess. Come back to your lunge. Up to standing. And to your chair. Right leg lunge back. Open up to the right. Come back to your lunge. And up to standing. And to your chair. Left leg lunge back. Open up to your left. Come back to your lunge. And up to standing. We change it. Come into your chair. And forward fold. Roll yourself to standing. Rise to your toes and release. So, chair, let's keep it going. Forward fold. Roll up to standing and rise to your toes. And again, into your chair. Let's keep it moving. Forward fold. Roll yourself to standing and rise to your toe. And again, sink back to the chair. Keep it moving. Forward fold. Roll yourself to standing and rise your toes. 2 more sets and take it down. Chair pose, navel in. Forward fold. Roll yourself to standing and rise your toe. One more, back to your chair. And forward fold. Roll up to standing, rise to your toes and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to step the legs wide. Left leg parallel, right leg laterally rotated. Arms out, release the shoulders. Warrior 2. Let's bend that right knee. Double check. Knee in line with middle toe, knee over ankle. Nice and easy. We interlace the fingers. We lift the chest. Humble warrior here. So we're aiming knuckles to the ceiling. Relax that head down. Release it off, reverse your warrior. Holding on to thigh, calf, or lower back. Pull that belly in. Come into a goddess. We'll do it that slow, other side. Warrior 2 on your left. Release the shoulders, lengthen that spine. Just hold it there. Interlace the fingers, lift your chest, and humble warrior. If it's too much on the arms, don't add the arms, that's fine. Reverse your warrior, so we reach, wing, belly tight. Come into your goddess, goddess. So those are our moves. We're going to start to quicken up the pace. Are you ready? Relax the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Warrior 2 to your right, to your right. Interlace the fingers and humble warrior. Release it off and reverse and we breathe. Come to your goddess. Warrior 2 to your left. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest, humble warrior. Release it off, reverse, and goddess. Warrior 2 to the right. Interlace the fingers, humble warrior. Release it off, reverse, goddess. Warrior 2 to your left. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest, humble warrior. Release it off and reverse. And goddess. Warrior 2 to the right. Interlace the fingers. Lift the chest. Humble warrior. Reverse it. Goddess last time. Warrior 2 to your left. Interlace the fingers. Lift up that chest. Humble warrior. And reverse it. Pull that belly in. Goddess. Lovely. Sink a little lower. Sink a little lower. Belly in. Arms out, parallel your feet, forward fold. Release the shoulders. A little quick break here, team. Nice and easy. Come up onto the fingertips, lengthen through that spine, belly tight. Bend your right knee, take that pelvis down. Come back, flat back, belly in, release the shoulders. Bend your left knee, take that pelvis down. Beautiful. Come back to that flat back, release the shoulders, navel in, separate through the sit bones, belly tight and forward fold. Right hand on the right hip, left hand on the left hip. Come through that flat back to standing. Laterally rotate the right leg, parallel the left, arms out, triangle. Here we go, so shift the ribs, we lean over. Option 1 thigh, option 2 shin, option 3 foot, stack the shoulders, lengthen that spine, belly in tight. Right left hand next to the right, reverse it. Pull back through that right hip. Return to your triangle, belly in. From here, goddess, we take it down. And a wide leg forward fold, parallel your feet. Right hand, right hip. Left hand, left hip. Bring yourself to standing triangle to your left. We shift the ribs. Right hand next to the left. Reverse it. Pull back the right hip. Return to your triangle. Belly in. Nice and easy. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen that spine. Into your goddess. Goddess. Parallel the feet. Forward fold. Release it down. Left hand, left hip. Right hand, right hip. Come up to standing triangle to your right. And reverse it. Belly in, spine is long. Back to your triangle. And goddess. We forward fold. Hands on both hips. Up to standing triangle to your left. And reverse it. Back to your triangle, goddess. And forward fold, parallel your feet, hands on the hips. Come up to standing. Goddess, I mean warrior two, to the right. Release the shoulders, belly in. We're moving on, yes? So just quick, short, sharp little things. So, half moon, option one, left foot down. Option two, left foot up. Option three, we're aiming to the floor, either or. Okay, come into your goddess. This is a quick little balance. Warrior two to your left. Pull open that left knee. Half moon, so option one, option two, option three. Come into your goddess. Happy? Can we pick up the pace? Okay, warrior two to the right. Half moon. And goddess. Warrior two to the left. Half moon. And goddess. Warrior two to the right. Half moon. And goddess. Warrior two to the left. Half moon. And goddess. Warrior two to the right. Half moon. And goddess. Warrior two to the left. Half moon. And goddess. Parallel your feet. Wide leg forward fold. Little break. Release the shoulders. Come up onto the fingertips. Lengthen through the spine. Relax the shoulders back and down. Pull that belly in. Laterally rotate the legs. Bend the knees, chest lifted, sink down Malasana. So knees out to the side, aiming the pelvis to the floor. Lovely. So we got a little bit of a floor combo to do, and then I think we're probably done. Okay, so onto all fours. Release the shoulders, pull that belly tight. Hook your toes, downward facing dog. Aim the heels down, sit bones lifted. Okay, have a little break here, just get comfy in this posture and pull that navel in tight. Okay, right leg, let's take it up. Three-legged dog. Bring the right knee between the hands, pigeon pose. Come back to your three-legged dog and into a plank, belly in. We dip it down. We push it up. We downward dog. Okay, let's do it on the left. So left leg lifts. Sweep the knee between the hands, pigeon pose. Come back, three-legged dog, abs are tight. Come into your plank. We dip it down. We push it up and downward dog. Right leg lifts. Right knee between the hands, pigeon pose. Come back, three-legged dog. Into your plank. We dip it down. We push it up and downward dog. Left leg, let's lift. Knee between the hands, pigeon pose. Come back, three-legged dog. Into your plank. Let's dip it down. We push it up. and downward dog. Right leg, let's lift. Sweep it through, pigeon pose, chest lifted, belly in. Back to your three-legged dog, into your plank. We dip it down, we push it up, and downward dog. Left leg, let's lift. Pigeon pose. Come back, three-legged dog, and into your plank. We dip it down. We push it up. We bend the knees. Get a spring to the earth. I'm gonna add on. If you don't wanna add on, you just stay in your downward dog. If you're adding on, you're jumping through and jumping back. Downward dog. Right leg, we lift. Pigeon pose. Three-legged dog and plank. We dip it down. We push it up. We bend it back and jump through. We jump back and downward dog. Left leg we lift and pigeon pose. Three-legged dog and plank. We dip it down. We push it up. We bend it back. We jump through. We jump back. Downward dog. One more each side. Right leg lifting. And pigeon pose. Three-legged dog. And into your plank. We dip down. We push it up. We push it back. To jump through. To jump back. And into your plank. Dog. Last time. Left leg. Let's lift. Three-legged dog. No pigeon. Back to your three-legged dog. That's my bad. And plank. We dip it down. We push it up. We push it back. We jump it through. We jump it back. And downward dog. Release the shoulders. Let's just lift alternating heels. Let's start to calm it down. Can wiggle the shoulders if you need to. Wiggle the pelvis. And we breathe. You have 4. You have 3. You have 2. You have 1. You can either step or jump the legs in into your chair. Lengthen that spine, pull that belly tight. Come up to standing, release the arms. Sweep the arms. We forward fold. Bend the knees and into your chair. We stand it up, release the arms. Palms up, forward fold. Bend the knees and into your chair. We stand it up, release the arms. Last time, and arms up, forward fold. Bend the knees and into your chair. We stand it up, release the arms. Sweep the arms up, release the shoulders, right arm up, left arm down, little reach. And hold. Come back to the center, right arm down, left arm up, and reach. Back to the center, left arm down, right arm up, and reach. Back to the center, right arm down, left arm up, and reach. Come back to the center, release the arms down. Bend the knees, round the spine, and release. Bend the knees, round the spine, and release. 2 more. Bend the knees, round the spine, and release. 1 more. Bend the knees, round the spine, and release. Team, sweep the arms up. Pray the hands, release it down. Well done, guys. That is your very quick dynamic yoga flow. You can tag this at the beginning of any stretch routine you want to do. That's absolutely fine. Or you can just leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, you can ring me a message. Take care, stay safe. Thank you, team.